Good morning, my friends. We've got another kit to build. This time we've got a kit from Right on Track Models, which is a new company for me, and this is going to be fun. Right on Track Models. So we had another kit sent to us, the grist mill by Right on Track Models. I gotta get this here so I don't make any mistakes. RightOnTrackModels.com. Yeah. February 2018, kit number HO13, HO scale, like this. Now before I start going into these kit instructions, I'm going to say something about these instructions because they're in me hands and I'll forget. You know me. So these instructions are actually kind of unique. You know me. Sometimes instructions get wordy. You know what I mean? And if there's not enough pictures for these wordiness, it's not good. It's not good. I just throw the instructions away and I just build the model, which inevitably comes up with a mistake. Even today, 10 years later, I'm making mistakes. So these instructions are good because tips, yeah, that's for a beginner model. The tip page is actually really good. I've got a good story about this. Maybe somebody will ask me that story someday. But tips are good for a beginner model, which is important for a kit. They also have drawings that are printed. I don't know what this is called, and I heard this about a month ago, and I'm not going to say it because I'm going to get it wrong. I'm not going to give you any fodder to mock me anymore. So these instructions, like the printing is like, it's something that is, you know, there's no blurriness about it because it's very logical in the way it's put out. Am I saying my words right? Pictures, just where you need them. Brace the buggers. Always brace. Here, I forgot. So right at the very top of this page, yeah, this is the first one. So it kind of starts the page off right because it tells you what parts are needed on this page itself, like the paddles on the wheel. Probably they're in there. The wheel. Paddle 16 right there. Perfect. Right at the top of the page, very legible, and you can't miss it, right? Every page has that. So these are actually really good instructions, no matter what it says here. I read it, honest. So the thing that I love about this, before we get into all this, I know I'm rambling on, but it's about the kit. One of my pet peeves was when I started in this industry here, I wasn't allowed to paint the kits, okay? And I was like a curious little devil. And that's what I wanted to do, but I wasn't allowed to do it with all these kits that I was starting with, you know? Kind of my free builds were like for taking pictures for instructions, just like this. And this is just like that. No paint, right? It's a very beginner's based kit, right? That's why it's good to get me to build it, because now I can paint it like crazy, like someone who wasn't allowed to paint them before. That's why these videos are good. I'm trying to prop myself up in the middle of a review. It's been a long day. It's hot. It's hot. So let's get into this, shall we? I assume that with how these are all set up, that these packages all come up with, like, maybe this could be page 7 or page 6, you know, and they're all separated in a logical way. in terms of my thoughts on the laser cutting, there's really nothing you can say about a laser cutting. You know, the only thing you could ever catch is an out of focus laser or some kind of quality assurance thing, and I don't see no quality assurance problems here. So, no hot air. The thing I find remarkable is this vacuum formed roofing. It would probably bug some people, but for me, I'm kind of jived about getting her painted like a champ. Like, this is a little bit of a challenge that I wasn't expecting, which is still cool. I can do this. So we've got plastic windows and staircases. Those are the kind of things you can learn to appreciate in laser cut wood. You know, kits that go all out and do all this stuff, you know, often you have to call the laser guy back and try to get some parts because you've mucked it all up. I like that word. So, yeah, I'm still contemplating what all the parts are. Not, this is cool. This is an easy peasy kit. I couldn't see anybody having a hard time building this kit. Yeah, especially you've got ample bracing for the wood. You could paint it like a dum-dum and still accomplish amazing things with this kit. We're not going to do that, though. But I am going to think about what I'm going to do, and we'll be right back. Okay, before we move any further, I'm going to paint this black with one of these spray paint cans. This one sounds empty. Okay, so I got this far, but this is good enough for my needs. All I wanted to really do is get the black into the little crevices and stuff like that. And I'm going to let this dry overnight. Like, cure it. If you follow my videos and know what that means. Okay. So, let's get this started, huh? Here's our model. We got some cleaning up to do. We've built it fairly quickly. Some thoughts on the build are, it was kind of fun. I like how the wood is made to be weathered. It was a nice opportunity to do this technique on this build here. I still have a dormer to put up on the roof. I still have some weathering to do on the building itself, but I figure we will do that in the diorama portion of this video. So here's the kit. We do have the roly-poly, the thingamajigger here. I've got to paint this. I want to put a little bit darker red on it. We had to give it some time to dry though. Still looks a bit crooked. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, we will be doing this part and the dormer later. And we've got some stairs to put on the model too. So that will be all done on the diorama portion. But this is the build so far in part 1. I don't want to get a 2-hour video out. Sorry. So we'll just make it 1 hour. It's a little long, but you know, it's the full build. Like I said, we're not done. We've got these little ends here that I'm going to put on the end. I think I'm going to make them depot buff as well. I don't know yet though. We're going to sit and think about it and put the rest of these pieces together, and there will be a part 2 to this video. So thank you for watching. Cat's literally pissing around. Good morning wherever you are. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like these videos, consider becoming a patron. Talk to you later, my friends.